welcome back to my channel. So today is Friday, and being the lucky girl and being the good girl that I am not at placement today because my mentor gave me today off as a day off, so I'm quite happy with that. So hence why I am not at placement today. However, I think the reason why she gave me off today was because I have an optician's appointment today as well. Reason being that I was at placement one day and I noticed that I could see the monitor from like 2 feet away, but the vision felt as if it was melting or blurring away. So I thought, that's strange, so I really need to see the optician. So I was able to book an optician's appointment last week. So I have one for today, which is 12 o'clock, which is where I'm heading. And again, once I finish from there, I'm going school shoes shopping for my 12-year-old and my 10-year-old. Like, guys, I can't count how many times in a school year I buy school shoes for this my last two children. It's like their own leg just eats shoes. I don't understand it. Like my 12-year-old is in JSS1 secondary school. I bought him these leather shoes. They were like almost 80 pounds. He's only worn it for less than a year and it's totally wrecked. And my 10-year-old as well, she's in primary 6 going to primary 7 now, and I bought her school shoes as well, expensive leather school shoes, and there's a hole underneath as if she put a knife to it. And I'm like, come Maria, how did you use these shoes? She was like, Mom, I use it for football. I'm like, no, you can't be using two shoes at the same time for football. Like, you need to decide which one you're more comfortable in for football and use that one. You know you're gonna wear that one for football, and then the other one for like proper when you are like smartest dressed in uniform. And she was just looking at me as if I was talking in parables. I was saying to my husband, like, come, me, I can't deal with this anymore. Like, if I show you the amount of shoes, and obviously the kids are growing quite fast, their feet are growing massively. Like my 10-year-old now, she's currently wearing a size 6 shoes, but the way it is now, I'm gonna have to go up a size for her. And my 12-year-old as well is currently wearing like a 7.5 shoes, so I'm gonna have to go like an 8 or 8.5. So like, I'm tired. So it's coming to the end of the school year now, and I'm gonna have to start buying another shoe just because I don't want them to walk with their feet to school. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Once I finish from my appointment with the optician, I'm gonna park the car at the train station because I want to branch at multiple stores, and if I have to take the car into town, I'll be paying more than 2 hours of parking, which I don't want to do. So I'm gonna park the car just at the train station, jump on the train, and that will give me enough time so I know at least I'm taking the train back, which is quicker, and then I'll be able to go to all the shops I want to go to without having to be concerned about me spending over 2 hours at a car park. So that's the plan. And this scarf, like, I can't tie this scarf. Whew. And again, this morning I did like a talk over for the Real Housewives of Lagos. Just as about the video was about to launch, I received a copyright claim. DSTV copyrighted my video. Maybe I should do more voiceover, so I don't know. I mean, with this, I don't think I'll be doing any cover-ups or voiceovers for the Real Housewives of Lagos anymore, because I don't want copyright wahala. So, and it's a rainy day in Glasgow today, so I've got an umbrella in the car, which is good, and I've got my old black dandy trainers, which you guys have seen. It's one I enjoy driving in, so that's where I'm wearing. So if it gets wet, soaked, you know, go pain me. So I'm just about to get to my local shopping complex. That's where the optician's office optician's office is based. So I'm heading in now. My appointment is for 12 o'clock. I know that optician, they normally like waste my time anytime I get there early or anytime I get there on time. And again, while I'm gonna be waiting, I played the lottery last week Wednesday. I won the lucky dip. More or less, like, I won my £2 back. So I've still not checked the tickets for the game of Wednesday. So there's a supermarket I can do that. So I'm going to be checking that ticket. Let's hope I win the lottery. one of the nurses at where I do my placement currently won the lottery 2-3 weeks ago. She won 8 point something million, and my mentor was telling me about it. So she's handed in a notice, and she's just working a notice. So you can imagine, as a nurse that they don't pay us really well, for your husband to call you while you are at work that, babe, are you sitting down? Grab a seat because we've just won the lottery. 8 point something million pounds. That was what they won. So that's kind of like gingered me to start putting on the lottery. I used to put the lottery on before, but I just kind of like got discouraged about it. I was like, is it real? But hearing that one, I was like, don't sleep on it. So yeah, I've started playing the lottery as well. So I just do it like every other week. If I've got spare change, I do one lotto and I do €1 million. So yeah, that's entering into the shopping complex now. All this one, they will see moto, then they'll be walking in front of moto as if they have two lives. I don't get these people, honestly. I'm just gonna park properly. So I've just arrived at the shopping complex. It's the popular local shopping complex that I come to all the time. So it's just in the corner there. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to use that to go and check my lottery tickets. And it won't pay me if I don't win anything. So I'll touch base with you guys later, alright? So I've just left the optician's place and back into the car. They didn't keep me waiting at all. And obviously she said, obviously I know I have got dry eyes and I have like an eye drop that I use, but I don't think the eye drop is working for me, because she did another eye test and she was like, you know what, your eye sight is just like yo-yoing, dribbling in and out. That she feels the symptom I complain about blurry vision is probably due to the fact that my eyes are really dry, and whatever eye drop, see that eye drop, I only put it on anytime I remember. So it's not if I'm like, it's not maybe I'm religious with it. So she's actually prescribed me something much more expensive, which she thinks will work, and that eye drop, that I won't get it free from the pharmacy. So, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, if it's going to help with my dry eyes and my vision, I'm happy to buy it and give it a try. So I've taken that prescription of her, and I'm going to branch at Boots to see if I can get it, hopefully at an affordable price. And then I branch it to the local store to decide to get bread. Guys, see this bread? This is our favorite bread, and we go through 10 loaves in my house. Warburton, come and sponsor this video. So I decided to buy some bread because there's no more bread. And see this is what will allow me get summer body. Just like this on a Friday, just get me one. So I've got one now. I'm just going to be chocolating it one by one. It's really, really good. It's my favorite, and anytime I got it, I have the chance, when I'm going to placement, I always buy this. And if I'm gifting my placement mentors when I'm leaving, I make sure I pop one of these in whatever stuff I'm giving them. So if you see me hiding weight, this is the culprit. So I'm just going to head to the train station now. Once I'm parked close to the train station, I'll check what time the next train to town will be. I don't like waiting when the train is not coming. So I'll see you guys at some point later, okay? I go into town, branched at JD. So I bought a size 7 for my 10-year-old. And I'm not sure about the sole, and they are on sales. So this was originally £80 and they are down to £45. So the sole seems quite strong, but I'm thinking of this part of the trainers, they are probably going to be the first place to go. But that's shoe 1 for Maria. And then for my 12-year-old son, the fashionista who likes to show off, this brand from JG Sports as well. So I got them in size 8 because it fits like it's growing quite tall as well, and it's currently wearing a size 7, so I decided to go up in size. So these were, I can't remember how much I paid for it. Hold on. So they were £30, so this cost £30. So also the sole seems sturdy, but this part, by the time they start using their leg to hit the pavement or to hit the floor, this place will be the first places to kind of like wear off. So that's shoe 1 for Okwe. So Okwe, my second son. So these two cost me £75. However, I decided to branch into TK Maxx as well. As you all know, TK Maxx seems to be my go-to store to shop. So I was just like, no, I'm going to branch into TK Maxx and see what they've got there. And because I have that shopping card, I told you guys that I save money by standing order every weekend on so because I have cash on there. So I got this other one for Maria as well. I don't even know what brand it's called. I don't care. So I'm hoping she'll be able to use this for sports or something. So the sole seems steady or sturdy. Yeah, sturdy. S-T-U-R-D-Y, sturdy. So the shoe I told you about Maria, let's say the one that I bought, the last two that I bought her, is as if she used a knife to chop off half of this side. I'll show you guys, or I'll pop an image of what our shoes look like once I get home. So this one was $17.99 from TK Maxx, and I picked it up in a size 7, which is 40, I think. So she's currently wearing a 6. So by the time she wears the socks, it will thicken it up and it will fit better. So the second shoe I got for Okwe was this Adidas. They were from TK Maxx as well, and it was $24.99. So I love this as well because the sole is very, very sturdy, and this seems like the top seems like leather, and I picked it up in a size 8 as well. So yeah, and I picked up a few things. Like I want to try something with my candle. Once I finish trying it, I will share it as a short video so you guys can have a clue, or I'll post a picture of it on my community. It's a new twist I'm trying to bring into my candle business. So that's that. Then I went to the African hair shop to pick up some hair extensions. As you all know, before I started my placement, I had this cornrow on, but it only lasted about 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks. Started to look rough, so I took it down. So I've been wearing wigs, but I want to try and put on some braids. I'm going to try and do my hair this weekend. I'm doing it on my own. I'm going to follow the lines of these braids that I've got on to do it. And then I picked up my moisturizer, of course. So I use the Jergens. This is the moisturizer I use. I've been using it for years, over 10 years. That's when I've been using this cream, Jergens. So this cost $8.99, and I picked up 2. That's what my kids use as well. So the last time I picked 4. I don't know how the kids use it. It's as if each of them took one for themselves. So every morning when I'm getting, I'm like, who took my cream? Who took my cream? So this one I'm going to go and hide both. So that is that. So that's how my morning went today. And one thing again is this, it's something my husband has been wanting to do. Obviously our kids are growing older month by month, day by day, and I've got like a stock of shoes, like different sizes that no longer fit them. And these kids, they only wear the shoe a few times, or over a couple of times in months, and then by the time they wear it again, it's too small for them. I've got those shoes like every year. If you see how I pack up my balcony full of stuff, at the end of the day, when I don't have how to make use of it, I just dispose of them. There was a time where this charity will come, they will sell it, they will buy it off, like they will weigh it per kilo, and then they will give you something for your used clothes, old shoes, old whatever, and they'll pay you for it. But since COVID, I've not seen them. So right now my husband was like, any shoes, jacket, school bags that my kids no longer use, or maybe they felt, oh, they need something else and they no longer use, and we've got them on the back counter, he's going to start saving them. And his plan is to buy a bus or a van stack all of those shoes in, maybe park the van somewhere in our building and stack the van up, and once the van is full, then they can ship it to Nigeria. But I think what has discouraged me, I mean, it's not a matter of that I can't do that. Like, we keep stacking clothes, old clothes, old shoes, old everything on the back of that. I will show you guys once I get home. I think the was kind of like putting me off is the fact that the cost of when it gets to Nigeria, the cost to ship and clear it, I know it's not an easy money. So if we are able to buy that van and put all of those stuff in, we are still gonna have to use money to ship it and then to clear it. So its purpose of wanting to do that is to give, like, I mean, all these old shoes that my children have at home, children in Nigeria, if they see it, they will pray for you from morning till next year. Because I mean, there are some children whose parents can't even afford to buy clothes for them, talk more change their school shoes. So he wants to do it as a charity based, but he's been talking about it for a while now, and I'm sure whatever it is that you want to do, you have to think of the financial side of it. So we've got all this stuff. I can't stop buying shoes, I can't stop buying clothes and stuff for my kids, and they will always grow out of what they've got. And then we are stacking all this up. So buying a van is not even a problem. We can go to a van, a showroom or something where they sell used stuff, and buy a van just to ship to Nigeria, to ship all the clothes, and you can then sell on the van for whoever needs it in Nigeria. But that is, money is a wheel of good news. So let me just end this video right here. So once I get home, I'll show you guys where, like, all the stack of shoes and clothes we've got at the back on here. I'll show you guys and see what we're trying to talk about. If anybody has an idea of how to go about it, like if there are any charities in Nigeria who are happy to take this stuff off us, or I mean, we don't even mind maybe splitting the cost of shipping and cleaning with them, and they will take all of this stuff, because at the end of the day, you can imagine the amount of stock I have at home, and when it gets too much, I'm kind of like taking them to all this clothing bin. There's a bin, not really a bin, but they've made like a section whereby you can go and dump in your old clothes, and then they recycle it. So they are recycling all these clothes. But there are some children in Nigeria, in Africa, that if they get those clothes, if they get those school bags, if they get those school shoes, they'll be so happy. So if any of you have any idea of how to go through any of that to make it work, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. So right, I'm just gonna head home now, and I'll touch base with you guys later. So that's me just back now. So I want to show you what my daughter, this shoe is not up to, how long ago did I buy this shoe for you? It's not even up to 6 months. It's not even up to half a year that I bought this shoe. Look at what my daughter, look at what she did. And this shoe was $49.99 from TK Maxx. Look at that. It's one of those shoes that people use for heel walking. Look at that. 1, 2. So the way it is now, she's going to stop wearing it, and it's going to go in the bin. So that's that. And the way they will come and ask me, like, oh mommy, something is wrong, especially that my 12-year-old son, that one will just come and, mommy, my shoes. And I'm like, okay, so your shoe, what's wrong with your shoe? You just told me now that something is wrong with your shoe, and you expect me to provide you with a replacement straight away. Like, Mr. Man, it doesn't work. It's too windy, so I have to shut this glass. So right, so see, I've got all the shoes and clothes. Let me see if I can. So in here are clothes and shoes that are too small. Those are shoes. One of many school bags, bicycles. I think one of them is too small for my. In fact, I think both, they are quite too small now. So they are already asking me to replace the bicycle. It's not happening. So see, this bag here is filled with shoes. Look at many more of this. Look at this. Which child in Nigeria will not appreciate this if they see this? They are too small for my son who plays football. There's another one. Look at that. Too small for my son who plays football. School shoes, too small. Like, this entire bag is filled with shoes. That filled with shoes. All of these are filled with shoes as well. These are like, look at this. See, in fact, I don't even think my daughter wore this quite a lot. Size 3. Look at that. It's still pretty much brand new. So yeah, my husband is like, just keep putting them in there. Other shoes, like, look at this. Who would not see this in Nigeria? And I mean, what child in Nigeria will see this and not appreciate this? So all of those stuff are all jam packed there, like everywhere. So I'm just praying that God should just give me the money that I don't need for expenses, and then we could just decide and do this thing and send it to Nigeria. It's something my husband is really, really passionate about that he wants to do. And if there's any of you out there who knows the way to get these things to Nigeria in a cheap manner, it's not for us to sell. We just want to like maybe distribute it or donate them to like children in need or something like that. So it's what we are going to do. Like look at this. It's fairly like look at it. So it's fairly new, and it's not been worn. So that's why we don't want to throw away all this stuff. Like this is the space I should be flanging at during summer. Like do my wee, put a wee garden furniture here and relax but I can't do because these things are taking up the space. So guys, I'm gonna end the vlog right here now. I'm hungry. I've not had proper breakfast. I only had a cup of coffee this morning, and I had that tons caramel bites. That's all I've had today. So I'm just gonna go fry some plantain, eat it with some stew, do some editing. You'll probably see this video on Saturday or Sunday, and then as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, because you can never tell. We might be able to find somebody who might be able to point me in the direction of what to do with all of this stuff. And I hope to catch up with you in my next video. All right, bye.